Who are you, star child? I am a dreamer. I dream worlds into being. What inspires you? Stardust and forgotten treasure. Planets far, far away. Colors that sing. And all things that sparkle and glow. Where did you come from? I was born from love, the magic of creation, from the place where it all began and where all things return back to. What is your dream? My dream is to create a place where all children are free to be who they are and share from their hearts the gift that God gave them. A place to grow, learn, play, dance, and create heaven on earth in harmony with the plants and the trees, the birds and the seas. Mother is healed and all are free. What has humanity forgotten? How to truly live a life from their hearts. The heart knows how to play and sing, create and love, grow beautiful gardens, and all things joyful, colorful, and magical. How do we connect with our inner star child? Let the mind soften, allow the heart to flow. Imagine all that brings you joy and see you and your child playing together. Why is it so important to heal our inner child? What we do not heal, we hold on to. This can cause our hearts pain and make us feel lost, confused, and disconnected. When we are sad and in pain, we close off the part of ourselves that knows how to find joy in life. Without the child, we feel incomplete, unsure of our purpose, and lack direction. What does our inner star child most want us to know? It is different for each person, but most of us just want to be received and loved. We feel forgotten and alone, sad and misunderstood. The star child is here to awaken you to the truth of who you are before you forgot that magic was real. What many of us don't realize is that the world we see now is being run by a lot of wounded children who are hurt and in pain. They have lost their spark and connection to the truth of their being. The shadow aspect we see is created from the pain of humanity until we heal the wound of the mother, father, and child. We will continue to suffer. Star Child, Awaken Your Magic begins March 2nd, 2023. You can register now at therainbowgoddess.com. From my heart to each one of you, I send my love and gratitude and look forward to seeing you on the inside. Much love. Namaste. Rosalie Bridget.
All right. I love you all so much. And thank you for, being a part of our community. I think just before we jump off, we
222.
222. Do you want to just share about our upcoming project?
Sure.
Star Child.
Yeah. So there's this beautiful, beautiful seed that Richard and I have been nurturing. And we've kind of been, allowing it to grow over the winter. And little pieces have been coming in here and there about what this is. And it was coming in strongly how much support we need with the inner child work. And we are about to conclude our Hieros course. And part of our mission here is to support in the healing of the divine masculine, divine feminine template. And within that also holds the Trinity, which is the child. And the child is what really unifies it all together. And so I realized very recently that the next part of the sequence of what we're here to create and anchor is to support the child. And so once we have concluded our Hieros course, the day after spring, so when it's ready to bloom, this baby is going to be born energetically, and it will be the support for the higher dimensional integrated star child template. And this is to support in healing the inner child and the wounded child.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be a 12-week initiation. And every week we're going to come together and work through each of the dimensional layers, the DNA strand and the chakras connected to the wounding that has occurred throughout the template. So we'll be connecting in with the root and the sacral and the solar plexus and so forth. And then once we've cleared all of that from the template, then on the remaining 4 weeks, we'll be anchoring in the Awaken Star Child template. And this will be where the child can begin to feel expanded to create, to anchor in their authentic light and expression, right? Once we clear all of the stuff that kind of holds the child back into that space of like fear and suppression and wounding, then we can open the child up to be able to receive that which it truly is in its authentic truth. So it'll be like the flower blooming, and it will actually be concluding on the 6/6 portal. So our final class, when we bring in the activated healed child template, will be on June 6th, the 6th day.
Yeah, and it's also like I'm seeing like a bridge, because like when we were like born, like we are operating like kind of on that like star child, star seeded like template, and in that like level of coding purity, and then it's like that gets lost or like damaged like through the process of our experiences, and then we end up like activating like in our like teenagehood or adulthood our like star seeded like blueprints, and our genetics start to come online, through our awakening experiences, but they can't fully come online without activating that initial like building the bridge to restore that original like star seeded like template for the child. So it's like it is part of the God perfection, like for the human like template like we're going through. And it's like you have to like like the Hieros Gamos bringing the solar Christ masculine and feminine, and integrating our masculine and feminine pieces, so you can actually birth that full cycle of birthing now the star child, the Christed child, like template and blueprint, which is through the healing of that. Like it can't be fully anchored until it goes through that like resurrection, like death, resurrection, rebirth cycle. And through that, that's creating the natural like spiritual like immunity for like other generations to like come through and be able to move through that healed child template. So it's like you're doing it for yourselves, but you're doing it for humanity as well.
Yeah. And the most powerful feeling and realization and remembrance that I have had is that the child is actually the closest remembrance that we have to who we truly are. So the more that we can actually embody our child in its healed templating and blueprinting, it's actually closer to who we truly are. So that that purity and innocence and wonder and imagination is actually closest to who we truly are. We've just not felt nurtured and supported in that. And there's a lot of wounding that's there that has created a level of severing, separation, and trauma that keeps the child locked in those mechanisms and in those ways of being. We know, I don't believe in myself, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart, I can't do this. um, all of that negative self-talk is connected to the wounded child. And this is, not just from our experiences that we've inherited this is, connected to our DNA, our ancestry. We inherited a big miasmatic package just by incarnating into a physical form. So, it's not to like blame our parents or blame society either, because it's been a war on the family unit. It's been a war on the mother, the father, and the child, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine child.
Mm.
And so through the completion of this template, it actually enables our celestial family, the Star
Mm.
Child Collective, to be able to come in to these healed templates into the families to be able to do what they came here to do. So think about what it would be like if, you incarnated into an awakened family that had, healed this template, the wounding of the mother, father, child, and that being would be able to, you know, expand substantially in the truth of their being, because they don't have to go through all the wounding and the pain and that we went through,
Mm.
all of that karmic and miasmatic sludge and goo that we kind of had to trudge through as the way showers that we are, the beautiful, powerful um, beings that we are. The children can come in and they can, get to work right away. It doesn't have to take like 30 years of, therapy.
Yeah. And just a reminder of like that's one of the reasons like why we're like here right now, like during the ascension cycle, is to upgrade the templates of humanity, because everything that we're moving through on the planet is because there's a level of that incarnated template that we've incarnated into.
Yeah.
So we have access to the higher templates. So as we move through the lower templates and patterns and central and all karmic and all these other things, we're recoding and remapping, right?
Mhm.
And once we come into the full like purification of like the human being, it goes into like the angelic like human or the god like perfected human. And then now that template, you have that perfected template. That perfected template means now, like as Rosalie said, when that child comes in, now they can just go through the actual stages of evolution that they're here to do, instead of going through like ancestral lineage clearing, planetary karma clearing, and all the different
Mhm.
phases.
They've prophesized this, they've called them like the golden children. And a lot of these golden children will be born into, unions or awakened families that have done this clearing work for them, to be able to, come in here and hold that higher dimensional frequency that's so needed. So it's been part of our mission and my whole like reason for like what I've been doing my whole entire life has been to support in the healing of the child. And when this came through, it's just like I almost cried because, I feel like I've been really working on this through my own like childhood, through my experiences. And so this is like my baby. And I've even been receiving like contact with like the star children that are like supporting me with this, that are helping me navigate through this. And when this originally came through, it came through me. I was originally going to bring forward what I thought was just like a simple, not simple, but like, a course that would be supporting of the child. And then it turned into this like massive thing that was just like beautiful. And it's taught me a lot about motherhood, about how to receive, how to nurture oneself through the birthing process. And I've had to surrender a lot with this initiation, because it's been asking me to really nurture myself through it and to trust and surrender. And when all of this was coming through and all of the downloads were coming through, I realized that this initiation, this course will be held through not only myself, but Richard as well, because this template, it needs to come through the love of the union, the mother father, through the image of mother father God, or through the understanding that, it's birthed through love. This is how we heal. This is how we purify. This is how we clear. And so it's actually, really quite beautiful that this is coming through our hieroskamos, because through our love for each other and, through our love for our family and the children, this was what will come through that. And so it'll be held in a level of purity and support that will help, all of our family. So, yeah, it's really exciting.
And the thing with restoring the templates, when like the ascension cycle like ends, all the templates that have been restored, now everybody comes in through those templates, right? And that's why we're upgrading them all now.
Yeah.
Right, beloveds, thank you for your beautiful